Hi, beloveds. So, this is a spontaneous message that just came across. I did study with a man, David Fastigi, who had studied the Aramaic Yeshua. Actually, he received 70 teachings from Yeshua over a 300-day period of fasting, except for one very light meal a week. So I have to just give this honor to him for what I've learned. And he was talking about the real or the Aramaic expressions that have been translated into English. So the common do unto others as you wish them to be done unto you. In that Aramaic, the word is really means of your groin. So do unto others as if they came from your groin. And that has many deeper meanings as well. So yes, if someone came from your groin, they would be your child. So you would do unto them as if you were caring for them as your child. Then you are an expression of the divine Father, divine Mother, in caring for each being as the divine child. The other deeper meaning is, as you treat them, so you birth them. So that, if you think about it deeply, as how you treat people is how you birth them, how you give them the opportunity or the possibility or the energy to become in the way that you have treated them. So if you treat people with respect, they become respectful, like that. So then the deeper thought came to me is, if we see each of us as really the energy signatures that we are, unique expressions of the divine, not in categories such as age or roles or occupation or even gender, but just see each other in the energy signature that we are. And I'm sharing this as a exercise or as an area for myself to develop as well. Then we are seeing in the truth, in the divine truth of who we are, instead of the 3D linear time-space categories, which are kind of judgments that keep us shackled, right? And then I realize how we treat others, how we birth others, how we see others is then how we become birthed, how we are seen. And I have to tell you, I just reviewed my new moon goals today. We're coming up to a full moon in a little bit. And one of my goals was to really be open to learn divine lessons. And that came into my heart much more deeply, like, okay, so what is it that I can learn right now? And it connected to if how I see others is how I become, and how I see others is how they become as well. Wow, it's hard to find words for this. Try to connect into the heart net now to get the message directly from my heart to your heart, from divine heart to your heart. It's about taking on new perspectives, new ways of seeing. Like the angels and all these beings that we channel and give names to, they actually have energy signatures that are just unique and independent in themselves, non-dependent upon our language, the names we come for them. And when I say them, it's us as well. It's a oneness. So when we can start communicating and seeing in energy signatures, divine energy, unique aspects, then we are living more in a truthfulness of the divine and out of the shackles of the old world with a lot of separation, categorization, divisions, defining, which is the opposite of freedom. So let's practice just seeing our energy signatures and knowing that energy signature can manifest in many different ways physically. It's like, it can manifest as the teacher in a role of a teacher to a student. It can manifest as a parent in the role of a parent to a child. The child will see you as a parent or a grandparent, or as a friend, or as a pastor, a counselor, a guide in that role. But this energy signature has the freedom to take on any of those roles, any of those bodies, any of those expressions in the physical. So it's really the eyes of the beholder that create the image in the energy signature of the soul, of the being. Listen again to the heart, because this can be really mental gymnastics. And when you know that you have a choice, as we treat, as we see one another, so we birth them, and so we birth ourselves. Go forth in this day with blessings.